How's it going, everybody? Monkey Nuts here, and we are back in MineMogul. As you can see, I have brightened things up a little bit. I noticed in my last video things were a little dark, so I've gone ahead and added hundreds of lights around the entire map just so we can see a little bit better. I've come up with an idea of things I want to do today, and I want things to run a little bit smoother on my potato PC here. And the way I want to accomplish that is by, instead of having a centralized area where we smelt everything down and turn it into plates, I want to have smaller areas. For instance, right here, I will have a small production area. I'm going to have a small production area back here. Possibly one up here. I'm just going to throw some smelters just about everywhere. That way, instead of having thousands of ores coming down the belts, I will just have the finished product. And I think that's going to make things run a little more smoothly here, and I will be able to keep everything running that way. So I'm gonna test a few things out. I'm gonna tear all this down. I'm gonna build a few things, and I'll be back. All right, here's this area redone. We've got the 3 miners over here that are going to produce iron, pulling the iron out, turning them into bars, and then sticking it back on the belt. So instead of having just lots of chunks of iron rolling down the belt, we're just going to have the bars coming through. We're also going to have the coal and the diamonds and emeralds are going to make their way down this belt. This is a just coal, emeralds, and diamonds, so I don't have to worry about any iron over here. So this is just going to continue its way right on up. Somehow, after I finished recording building this, the recording of me building the rest of it disappeared. So I'm going to give you a little rundown of what I've done, and then we'll go from there. So, over here, I just built another little area where we've got that auto miner there, this auto miner here, and the one up top all come to this little smelting area where this ore is going to make its way back up to here. I've added another local smelting area here. So we've got everything from the auto miner back here, this one, and the 4 right here all get processed in this area. The ones back here in the copper cave get processed in the copper cave. And does anybody know, because I haven't been able to figure it out yet, the copper ore nodes say on there that the copper is not in this version of the game. All it will do is spit out iron, but is it only iron? Because as you can see, this one here, it tells me iron ore, crushed iron ore, emerald gems, and diamond gems. This just says iron. So I'm not sure if we're dealing with any gems, coal, or anything else like that coming out of here, or is it only iron? I've thrown a splitter in here just in case. I don't think it matters though, because the only thing I've seen come down this belt so far is iron bars. Okay, back to the main area. It's a little tricky to get through here now. And then we've got the one from up there. This guy here and this guy back here are processed right here. I did make a little bit of a spaghetti mess. It all works very smoothly though. I'll start it up real quick. With everything running, I'm still able to run around and move around. It doesn't turn into a slideshow. And I'm actually going to jump right up here. Where my recording picked up is where I stopped right here after building to show you how this runs. So I'm going to go ahead and jump back over to that now. I went ahead and added another little belt down here to catch everything that falls through and lands on the ground, and just throws it in the hopper so we don't get anything. Because I was getting a little bit of a pile up down at the bottom where stuff was missing the belt. Well, not missing the belt, but falling straight through it. and landing down below. So just that little belt there run around the back and just drops into the hopper here. I could recycle it back into the plate machine, but why? You know, so I've got it dumping off over here for anything that falls on through. Oh, and it looks like through that whole time lapse there, we did get just a few things that did not make it into the hopper here. But it also looks like I've missed a belt here. I always build a funnel just like that to keep stuff from falling out when it gets too piled up here. Now that should alleviate that problem. Golly, we're so close. I just need 4 more diamond gems to complete the demo quest. While we're waiting on those last 4 diamonds, let's take one more quick look around. Just make sure nothing's falling off belts anywhere. We've got 1 bar on the ground here. Okay. Oh, we've got a little bit on the ground here. Looks like maybe caused by the drop. I'll bet you I can make that better if I move it a little bit. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. There we go. I would almost guarantee that's going to fix a lot of my problems because it's not trying to drop it onto the angled belt here. Okay, how do I get this back into the belt? Oop, there we go. That worked, I think. Hopefully that doesn't get... Oh, golly. Yeah, that'll... Well, you know. We know what happened there. That's going to sort itself out. Alright, everything's looking pretty good down here. I don't see anything on the ground. Awesome, awesome. Guys, I think this is doing it. I'm able to run around. I'm not having any lag. I'm not having any stuttering. My frames feel okay. I really should have put a frame counter on to see exactly how much of a difference it makes, but oh, maybe we'll do that in another video. Let's get the rest of this cleaned up here. I'm stuck. There we go. I try to spread it out a little more instead of putting it all in one spot. Okay. Come on, Cole, get on the belt. Everyone else is doing it, man. Okay. What are you doing here? That's just an odd spot for you to be. Okay, okay. Well, it looks like roughly 99% of the time it works 100% of the time. Okay. Everything back here is looking pretty good. Yeah. I don't see anything making its way to the ground over in this area. Let's see how this is doing. Alright, I don't see a pile up onto the ground over here anymore. Got a little bit of a pile up here. I just saw one of them fall through the belt. And I did not see it get picked up. Did it fall through this? It fell through both belts. Do I need to make another layer here? Okay. Looks like I might have to split these up a little bit better. That'll also be for another episode. Which, I mean, we can split it up a little bit better back from back here. Riddle me this, folks. I've got stuff falling here. Nothing falls through the belt. Looks like we had one make its way down here. Not really sure how that happened, but this spot, I don't ever seem to have a pile up on the ground there, but back here by the plate machines, maybe it's because of these. Are they falling through the rollers? Oh, and would you look at that? This has cleaned itself up. That big pile up's gone. Okay. Two more diamonds to go. We're almost there, folks. Almost there. Let's go check out the gold area. I can't believe how smooth this is working now. How many objects? 753 objects. We're flowing pretty smooth. Everything back here looks good. Yeah. Let's go see if we're getting another big pile up over here. Yeah, I think putting that chute over here has got rid of that problem. Yeah, I don't see anything on the ground anymore. Awesome, awesome. One more to go. One more to go. I'm going to jump back up here, and we're just going to watch this run for a minute till we get that last one. There it is, everybody. We've beat the demo. Yeah. All right. So next week we're going to clean this up. Make this look a little nicer. Probably I'm probably going to move a lot of things. I'm going to move the sorters. I'm going to move the sorters, and we're going to get this looking a little nicer. Cuz this is hurting my brain, guys. It's a spaghetti mess. I mean, I like spaghetti, but not in my video games. That's gonna wrap it up for today, folks. Have a good one. I'm Monkey Nuts.